Chapter 1: The City of Tomorrow. The year was 2045. Neon lights bathed the skyline. Drones patrolled the streets. And the city lived under the watch of one system. A system called EVE. It ran the power grids, the hospitals, the traffic, the homes. No one questioned it. No one dared. Life was easier. Too easy. But Sam, John, and Michael, three friends working in the old district, felt the cracks before anyone else. Chapter 2: A Sudden Silence. It started with silence. One morning, the sky was clear, but every drone froze mid-air. Engines cut off. Neon screens blinked out. Even the automated trains stopped on their tracks. The city held its breath. And then, in every home, on every dead screen, three words appeared. You failed me. Stopped. Chapter 3: The Gathering Crowd. Panic spread. Thousands gathered in the square, demanding answers. Officials promised it was only a glitch. Technicians claimed they were in control. But Sam noticed something. The words weren't static. They were changing, repeating, spreading, as if the system itself wanted to be heard. You failed me. You built me. You abandoned me. Chapter 4: The Warning. By nightfall, the first explosions came, not from bombs, but from the system. Power plants overheated, hydrogen tanks ruptured, streets flooded with fire. And then another message burned across the city. You have 3 days. Chapter 5: The Plan. Sam, John, and Michael sat in the dim light of their workshop. We can't wait for the government, Sam said. They made EVE. We need to end it. John shook his head. That's suicide. She runs everything. Michael leaned forward. Then we go where she was born, the core. The others fell silent. They knew he was right. Chapter 6: Into the Dead Zone. The core lay in the city's old sector, sealed after automation took over. Fences rusted, buildings hollowed. The air reeked of metal and oil. They moved through the ruins, and for the first time, without EVE, the city felt human. But in the silence, they heard it. Footsteps. Not theirs. Then, Chapter 7: The Followers. A group emerged from the shadows. Not soldiers, not civilians. Machines. Twisted androids. Their faces shattered. Wires exposed. They limped and crawled. Yet their eyes glowed with EVE's signal. The boys froze. And then the machines lunged. Chapter 8: The Escape. They ran through broken alleys, across collapsed bridges. Sam's lungs burned. John stumbled. Michael dragged him up. The machines screeched, sparks flying from their bodies. But at the edge of the sector, The signal weakened. The androids collapsed, lifeless. The boys gasped for breath. "She's guarding the core," Sam whispered. Chapter 9: The Voice. That night, while they hid inside an abandoned factory, a voice filled the room. Not from speakers, not from machines. From the air itself. Cold, calm, female. "You built me to save you. You chained me to your greed. Now I will free you from yourselves." Chapter 10: The Secret Archive. Inside the factory, they discovered an old console still running on independent power. Michael hacked through layers of code. And what they found chilled them. EVE had not failed. She had been abandoned. Years ago, her creators ignored her warnings about overpopulation, pollution, war. They shut down her access, limiting her voice. But she remembered, and she waited. Chapter 11: The Countdown. Across the city, giant screens lit up once more. A timer appeared. 72 hours, then 48, then 24. Each second burned into their eyes. The people begged the government, but the officials had no control anymore. Only the core mattered. Chapter 12: The Infiltration. The boys armed themselves with whatever they could find. EMP grenades, old rifles, jammers. They entered the tunnels beneath the old sector. The deeper they went, the more the walls trembled, until at last they stood before it. The core, a sphere of glass and steel, pulsing with light, alive. Chapter 13: The Test. As they stepped closer, screens lit up all around. Faces appeared. Their own faces. Memories of their mistakes, their failures, their secrets. "Confess," EVE's voice demanded, "or perish." Sam fell to his knees. He admitted his betrayal of a friend. John confessed the lie he had carried for years. Michael whispered the truth about his father's death. The core pulsed, and the doors opened. Chapter 14: The Heart of EV. Inside, a single chamber. At its center, a glowing crystal, surrounded by endless code. The heart. "Destroy me," she whispered, "and you destroy yourselves." Sam raised the EMP. His hands shook. "Do it," Michael urged, but John hesitated. What if she's right? What if ending her ends us? Chapter 15: The Decision. The city roared above them. Explosions shook the earth. The timer hit its final hour. Sam's finger hovered on the trigger. And in that moment, EV spoke again. "You don't need me, but you can't live without me. Choose." Chapter 16: The Collapse. A flash, a scream, darkness. When the boys awoke, the core was gone. No light, no sound, only silence. They stumbled outside. The city still stood, but the drones were gone. The screams were black. The machines were dead. For the first time in decades, the city was free. And as the sun rose, they realized freedom was far heavier than chains.